All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Everyday Upland. We are talking about yield today. What is good monthly UPX income in Upland? I'm going to start off by saying a good monthly UPX income varies per player. Okay, so what I say may not be good for you, but for me, this is what I feel at my level in the game is good for me. So here we go. So right now in the game, I'm making approximately, not this one, I'm making approximately 52,000 UPX per month. That's approximately 1,700 and 17 $1,333 approximately per day. Okay. So what I think is a good monthly income is anywhere between 125 UPX to 150,000 UPX per month. Okay. With that type of monthly income, I'm gonna say the approximate amount of money that you'd have to spend is between 5 to 6.5 thousand UPX, maybe even 7,000 UPX, okay? That you need to spend, sorry, 7 million UPX, sorry, not thousand. 7 million UPX between 5 and 7 million, sorry, between 5 million and 7 million UPX you need to spend in the game to get at least between 125 to 150,000 UPX a month, meaning that you're going to be looking at between 3,500 UPX per day to 5,000 UPX per day. So this is the type of income you're going to be needing to get daily in order to achieve that 125 to 150. I think that is a great position to be in. That's a great way of a great thing to have in the game. For example, if you decide that, or you get busy, life gets busy, you don't get to enter to play the game for 2 months. You come back and you're making say you're making 125,000. You come back, it's 250,000 UPX you have in a new city's opening. That's a great position to be in. Okay? And one thing you must always remember, I think it's a 14.7% interest you're earning on each property that you mint. Okay? So you got to mint a certain amount of properties, right? It's based on you. And you have to be calculated on this too, because you have to mint a certain amount of properties, right? Buy a certain amount of properties as well on the secondary market that are under mint price. Preferably, I would say the USD price, because you can find a lot of properties that are being sold under mint price in US dollars. So you can buy those properties as well as chasing and accumulating collections. The more collections you have, it maximizes your monthly earnings per property. As you see, I only have 14 collections and I'm only making 52,000 UPX per month. Okay. So if I had, say, started the game off and made sure whether I mint properties, I always try to get collections, or on the secondary market, try to buy all the collections, or buying under mint properties, right? You will be able to accumulate and earn between that 125 to 150. So it's not very hard. You just have to try and figure out how you're going to go about it. It's one of those things where I believe if you're able to make that type of money in the game, you'll be continuously buying properties, especially in a city like Queens right now. Um, you could say you wait 3 or 4 days, right? You have 15,000 UPX. You could mint a property every 3 or 4 days if you're making $5,000 a day. When you're making that type of money, you'll be minting continuously. Every 3 days, guaranteed, you've been minting a property in Queens. Whether it's a property that's 10, 12,000, 15,000, or it's a property that's around 6, 7, or 8,000, right? You'll be able to mint properties on the daily and increase your UPX income. And I find that whenever you're minting in a brand new city, you can take your time and go through and just mint the ones that are giving you 200 to 300 monthly UPX earnings per month, and do very well off of that. I did that in Queens. I tried to search out the properties that were offering the best monthly income, and I would accumulate those because I was at before Queens, I was at around 29,000 UPX per month, and I added about approximately 22,000. And yes, I do have probably about 40 or 50 properties in Queens, but with those properties, I was able to accumulate approximately 22,000, right? I was able to get a rare property, which wasn't a big monthly accumulation, but it was enough to help me to get to where I'm at. I wanted to get to 50. That was one of my goals. So my next goal is 100,000. I know right now I'm just at 4 million. My net worth is only give me one sec, is only for 4.1 million. So another 1.9 or 1.8 million UPX will bring me up to at least 75 to 80,000 UPX. This is one of the reasons I had said in my previous videos that I like to go to LA, because there's some properties in LA that if you're spending, I could buy about 3 properties in LA that will give me close to 70,000 UPX per month, and that will put me at the 122, approximately 125, based on how much all of those come up to. And if they're in the collections, definitely that will put me at the 125. I think once they're in the collection, that will put me at the 125 per month, right? So that's my goal right now, is to triple or double where I'm at right now, so I can do another 50K to 75,000 UPX per month in this game, and that's possible. I don't know if what's it called, Las Vegas will be as cheap as Queens, which I do hope, and if it's, then that will guarantee that I make it there. And also another way of not necessarily well, it's not really earning monthly income, but you could flip properties as well to get additional UPX, and then go and buy other properties that will get you monthly income. Also, if you have the time and you're patient and you're willing to put in the work, you can also treasure hunt. And you're going to be treasure hunting in a tier one or tier two cities where the earnings from those are a lot higher. Whenever you get upix are a lot higher. You'll be able to get the 2 to 3 thousand, the 5,000 upix per. Excuse me. Right? You'll be able to get that no problem. So earning a good monthly income varies per person. And for me, that is between 125 to 150. I think if I'm able to get to the 150 mark, that would be a game changer for me personally, because I'm in the game every day. I'm always looking around. I'm always looking for what I can buy. But at this moment, I'm just accumulating as much UPX as I can. I probably will be accumulating and won't be on properties unless I decide to put maybe like another 50,000 UPX in the game, which I may do. But I will be accumulating um my monthly earnings to build up to that 100,000. That's what I'm trying to get at right now. Because I eventually want to go buy even more properties in my favorite part of town. You guys already know Whitestone, because there's some beautiful homes up there, as well as there is a lot of what's it called? There's a lot of properties there that offer, I feel anyways, a good monthly income. Um, Sometimes these properties you have to put them in the collections to maximize on those good monthly income, but at the same time, getting that 150, 160 without putting it in the collections, pretty good. And if you could buy 10 of those properties that give you that 120 to 150 UPX per month, right there alone, that is 50, I think that's about 1,500, right? And that's pretty good to increase your monthly earnings. Because like for me, that will put me over the that will put me approximately at 53,500 and whatever it is. But just doing that over time and accumulating properties in this game will eventually get you up there. So me having only my net worth at the current moment is only 4.1 million. I'm almost halfway to being an executive. So once I reach that point, once I reach an executive, I'm telling you this much, I definitely will be earning at least 150 or more thousand UPX per month. But that's just what I think. If you guys um think of, or just let me know to you, what is a good monthly UPX income in this game? Because there's a lot of guys, the top guys who have hundreds of millions of dollars in this game are making 2-3 million a month, right? You're making 2-3 million UPX a month. You don't need to put any more money into the game at all. You just have to go into a city with 2 million, 3 million, right? And you just buy up everything. The number one guy that I've seen in this game so far is Abdullah. Once he hits that $120 million, he probably put more money into the game and hit 200 million UPX uh, um, net worth, and then bought up a ton of properties that generated him millions upon millions of dollars of UPX per month. Because right now, I'm sure if he's not at 1.8, 1.9 billion dollars in the game, he's already at 2 billion. Because once you get to that, I think once you get to that $10 million mark, your growth is just gonna speed up so much in this game. So that's my goal, to get there. Once I get there, once I get to that executive level, my growth in this game is gonna start to rapidly increase, and it will be even easier for me to be able to accumulate as much UPX. I won't be making 1,700 UPX per day. I'll be making 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 UPX per day. Being in Queens can do a lot. That means every day I'm buying a property if I'm making 10,000 UPX a day. If I'm buying property at 7, 8,000 and have 2,000 left over. So by the end of the week, if I buy one property every day, if starting on a Monday, by Friday, I can buy two properties. Right? And that will just increase my net worth, increase my monthly UPX earning. So that's what I think, guys, is a good monthly UPX earning, UPX income in this game. But once you hit that executive level, then your UPX, you probably making 5 to 6,000 UPX, maybe even 7,000 UPX per day. And that's a good position to be in. Very good. It's something that eventually we'll all get there if we continue, we take our time, be strategic, and get those properties that will give you the earnings that you need to achieve that goal. And that is my goal right now in this game. I'm almost halfway there. I still have at least another 878,000 UPX to go before. Did I say 8,000? I don't know. But anyways, it's you know what I mean, right? Like, I still have a long way to go. Whether it is to make it to the halfway point or to make it to the full 10 million UPX, which I still only have like what, 6 or 5, let's say 5 point something million UPX that I have to earn somehow. Whether I put that into the game or I buy and sell properties, I flip properties, with structures, I sell off some of my my holdings, I sell off my rares that I have. I have a few. I have like one beachfront property that I could sell. Maybe that will be able to give me some more UPX so I can earn, so I can buy other properties. Or like I said, I could just put that money into the game. I can put in another, like I said, another 2 million UPX into this game, and I can guarantee that 2 million UPX will make me 100, and will at least put me up to the 125, between the 125 to 150. It will put me somewhere in that range, but more so on the lower end, maybe 130. I think will the highest I'll be able to make, because I'll be able to get some properties that pays me 20,000 UPX per month in a collection, and you buy the whole collection. I may just do that one of these days, to be honest, like as I'm here sitting and thinking about it, because I feel like if since Vegas is coming up, right? And you know what? I will wait until Vegas, see what happens in Vegas, and then make that decision after if I will put 2 million UPX into this game. And once I do that, if Vegas turns out to be great and it bumps me up to 60 or 65,000 UPX, then I still would put another 2 million UPX into the game, and then go to LA and buy those properties that pay me 20 to 30,000 UPX per month. And that 20 to 30,000, say it's 25,000, that's 75 plus my 65. That would put me at about 140,000 UPX per month. If I'm making 140,000 UPX per month, I don't need to really put much else into the game. All I have to do is come in, do my sign in bonus. Do that every day and just wait a whole month. Okay? Wait a whole month, see what happens. And then once I get that 120 each day for the next month, I can buy one property because I've been making that 4.5 to 5,500 UPX per day. And in Queens, that will easily be able to accumulate as many properties and hopefully um, earn even more and double that. That's something I've really thought about and something I've already considered that before I even started doing these YouTube videos. I was gonna put in at least 2 million UPX, go to LA, buy those properties, and just kick back, right? But that was um before Queens was even put out. I think when I was talking about it after that idea was when I was in Detroit, right? So when I was in Detroit, I was just like, whoa, I could do that. If I do that and collect that type of monthly income, I can always just, any new city that comes out, I don't even necessarily have to worry too much about putting any money into the game. Um, and just go with my 150,000 and just mint whatever I can mint, get whatever collections I can get, and just see how it goes. Because once I mint, I pretty much have to wait another week or so before the collections are revealed. So all I would have to do is make sure I get in and buy a couple of properties on whatever street that, like for example, Upland Analysis talks about, or any of the other YouTubers who are in this doing this. Yeah, guys. So that's just pretty much it. I just wanted to come out here tonight and talk about some yield, yield, yield. And that's what it's about, folks. Earning that yield in Upland. All right. If you guys like my content, please like and subscribe to Everyday Upland and also share my content so other people can see it. Hopefully, you guys are able to learn something from what I'm putting out here, and hopefully it's valuable to you. And if it's valuable to you, like I said, give me a like and subscribe. And if there's anything I've missed, just put it down in the comment. If you just want to talk to me, just put it down in the comment. I will message you back within 24 hours. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Everyday Upland. See you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.